Hello everybody, this is Captain Dennis and we're headed out today to check out the bow section of a wreck called the Bruze Reeb. This is a site that is not dove on the regular, so we had a nice little weather window and we figured we'd get out there and check it out. So lots to see down here, folks. So this is our last dive for our 2025 North Carolina trip. So as we start to descend, start to make out some of the wreckage. And it's pretty big. I saw this unique piece and I thought maybe it was a mast or maybe it was a stack. But we'll leave that up to you folks. Make your best guess. So we're going to poke around, and if you see something, say something. Here we have some bits. And this piece looks like it could be interesting. And we have wreckage everywhere. So this piece appears to be the most forward section of the bow. And it's kind of tilted off to its starboard side. Diving in North Carolina is great. There's just so much biodiversity down here, and you never know what you're going to see. Depending on the depth, there's no telling what you could run into. I can't help myself but to look underneath here. As we get closer, security comes in. If you look in there, you can see you got some arrow crabs and an urchin. And you can also see how much more color is there when you introduce light. Everything above that is relatively monochromatic. But where there's light, it starts to make the colors pop. So now we're on the inside of the bow. And we come across the remnants of an old net. It's good that it's all kind of tangled up in there, almost tied up like a knot, so it's not really doing too much damage or causing trouble. That guy's not even afraid of it. So as I mentioned earlier, a lot of marine life and biodiversity down here. These guys are no exception. This is another cylinder. Stick the camera in there and see what we can find. This is an interesting shackle, which may be connected to the anchor, but couldn't really make it out. But it's definitely a shackle. Big shank of some kind. Who knows? Another section with debris. Lots of things to sift through if you have the time. Security again. And some locals just wondering what we're up to. A lot more locals. It's another interesting piece. And behind it we saw this piece, which had a couple of pieces of brass sticking out of either side. Not sure what it is, but the Slaterator promised he'll look into it. This was just some webbing. Not sure if it was original, or maybe somebody tied something in here and just left it. Over here we've got a little egg casing, or whatever they call them. Maybe it's a shark, or maybe it's a ray. It's like a demon egg. So on my way back to the boat, I saw something in this neck of the woods, and I was diving with a colleague of mine, Hank, from New York City, and he likes to film fish. And I noticed we got a pretty decent sized summer flounder, or a fluke is what we call it up here in the Northeast. And I got his attention so he could film it. But it delayed me from investigating something interesting. But this is a cool opportunity to see things from two different perspectives. So this is what it looks like from our point of view. And we got Hank coming in with the super camera. And here's the Scuba Hank NYC camera point of view. And our point of view. See if you can even... Oh, the security coming in again. And Hank coming in close. And Hank cam. One of the things we look for is metal that turns green or blue, because it's normally indicative of brass. And you never know where you find it. Bye, Fluke. And then I'll give us an opportunity to take a final look at the wreck of the Bruze Reeb bow section. At this time, I'd like to thank ScubaHankNYC.com for providing us with that pretty cool footage. And also like to thank Captain Bobby and Renati for taking us out to the site today. And if you'll excuse me, I have to go lose a fight with a dive ladder. Until next time, I'm Captain Dennis.